Welcome back. Okay, so in today's episode, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move out the functionality that we have created for our cork board. Right, this way we can reuse that. So let's go basically into here. Let's add. One of the ways I'm going to move it out, I'm going to move it out to become a new component, a new panel that really doesn't have other controls other than, as we're going to see, the actual background, and then that will allow us to add functionality like for save all cards and stuff like that on a more global level, and of course be able to reuse things. That's part of the reason we're doing that. Okay, so let's open up our board file. Okay, and there we go. Let's call it the board frame. Okay, and then let's go basically 0, 0, 0. Oops. 0, 0, 0. Positioning. Let's do relative to start with. And the reason why we're not seeing that it covers everything, the whole area, is we have to erase the width and erase the height and erase the text. Okay. And that should be right. Oh, wait, actually, absolutely. There we go. That will do what we want. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now at this point we have an outer frame. Okay, so let's see here. We have to set the name of the panel also. We didn't do that. Let's call it cardboard. Nice name. Okay, and CLOG Plunger. Okay, plunger. Okay. And let's again save and render that again, so we're in good shape. Then now what we need to start doing is moving over the functionality to this board, that frame. There's really nothing to see just yet, so let's go ahead and okay, let's grab, first of all, let's put our code here for the background, everything into our initialization. So let's do this, copy. Let's go back to our board frame, okay, and on create. Okay, so let's add the code that we need to get everything going. 1 second. Okay, so of course the background image is going to go on the target. That's where we need to make all the changes here. Target, right. Target. Okay, good. That should work out. Let's save this. Okay, let's run it. Perfect. Okay, we got our corkboard going. Okay, and let's go back now to get to our code. Let's do this over here. Board. Oops, wrong one. I went this. Okay, so the new card. So let's add a button for our create new card. Okay, so let's go back to here, and right now we're actually that really doesn't. Let's actually leave that out. I think that we don't want to put that on the board itself. Right? We want the functionality to add a card. We don't necessarily want to put a button because we may add a menu or do other things in the future, and I think it's better if we add that afterwards. Okay, so let's not do that. So what we're going to need to do then is let's actually create another Lisp file for us to stick our body of our board. So board body. Okay. Oops. Okay. Board body. Perfect. Okay, so in package CLOG Plunger. Okay, save that. Okay, let's grab the code here again. So let's move our make new card. so make new card. Let's take a look at this for a second. Make new card. We want to actually pass it, of course, our board. Now the actual card will not be on the, well, actually it's going to be, first of all, it's panel, and this way we can be clear about what we're doing. And then what we're going to want to do is we're going to want on the panel board frame of the panel. Okay. Okay. Good. Okay, so board frame panel, that's where it's going to go. And we're going to create our card and stick it on there. Okay, perfect. So let's save this. All right. Good. Okay. Now let's go back to our on. Okay, let's go back to here. So these lines disappear. Okay. Also in the window, what we're going to do is we're going to create. Create cardboard. Right, and we're gonna basically put our control inside our GUI window, right? Later on we'll want to do some other stuff. Actually, no, let's do it from now. Let's go like this and let board. Okay, good. For right now, we'll keep the same cheesy button there. Create a button on our board. Okay. And actually want it to be on the board frame. So we'll actually do board frame. Okay, and make new card. Make new card will be on the actual board, right? Let me see if I did that right. When I defined it here, I'm going to pass in the panel, the board control, and then the board control will use the frame. Correct. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna have so the point is that we go ahead and we grab this. Remember, is the control, right? The control that contains the board. So that we're gonna call our board, and the board frame rather. Then the board frame itself, on it, we're gonna use it to create that button. Okay, an on-click function. And we're gonna have to do something about how we're gonna handle that in the future, but we'll get there. And we're gonna go ahead now and make new cardboard on the board, which will go perfect. Okay, so I think we're in good shape. Oh, I must have forgot something. Yes, okay. Save, val, good. Good with that, and val, good with that. Okay, all right. Now let's give this a whirl. And if I am okay, well, I certainly did something wrong. Oh, I know what I did. I did the same mistake I made actually early on. I forgot when we created I put it on the window instead of on the contents of the window. So therefore, where are we? Here we go. Create board, right? Create board on the window content. Okay, good. Okay. Save that. Validate the form. All right. Good. All right. There we go. So we have now at least where we're basically at the same point of functionality we were before, but now this is actually a component. Okay. So that looks good. Okay, perfect. Okay, so the next thing we need to do now is we have to add the ability to save cards, right, and load cards. So first of all, let's look at our card implementation here, right? Our card body. Now, we actually save and load and save using this get card interface. And what it does not do, we have not included in this, is the is where things are located, right? In other words, the get card and set card until now basically just takes a card and it puts it on the screen, but it doesn't give it a location. So let's do this. When we go ahead and we get the card information, we should also get the actual location of it on the board itself, right? So let's say that, let's make that part of our savings. Let's do top, and actually probably width and height as well, right? So top. So we're gonna have to go here now, and let's do this. Let's do the top, right? And actually, one second. Okay, so top and the card. Okay, let's do that. Right, then we need to get the left. Card. Oops. Left. And then we need the width. And the height. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that should give us all of the parameters that we need. So let's go ahead and save that, evaluate form. Now, what we should be able to do is go back here and let's say output our test card. Perfect. Then let's open a window here. Okay, and test card. Okay, so I have a location. All right, I think we're in good shape with that, and the idea that we'll be able to load that back as well. Okay, so let's give that ability as well. Let's do this. So load set card data. Okay. So let's do this. Let's actually make it so that if the card specs, I mean top, left, width, and height are not there, that we're not going to have a problem. So let's do this. Let's do top, right, and get a data top, right. That's good. Okay. So top, left, okay, left, okay, width, sorry, my finger's not doing what I want today. Good. Fine. Okay, we'll have to, let's just add this as well for each one. This way there's no confusion about which variables I'm using. Okay. All right. Now we're ready for the next thing. Okay, so for here, basically what I'll do is I'm going to set the value provided it exists. So if it comes back as nil, so when top, then f top of the panel, right, the card, card, okay, will equal our top, right? That's right. Good. Oops. So left. Save that. Evaluate the form. All right, good. No mistakes there. Let's go back now and let's move this over here. Let's add a card and let's load the card. And let's see if it loads the way we hope. Ha! Fantastic. Okay, great. All right. Whoop. So perfect. Okay. Now where to put it? I could always load it back. Right. I don't know, I just want to do a second time. Okay, great, fantastic. Okay, good. So we've got the ability now to save the positions as well. So, because we're going to take a massive bunch of cards, we want to be able to save them in a way that is usable for all of them. Perfect. Okay. All right, so now what we need to do is add the... Let's actually close, so we don't need to get that anymore. One second. I wonder how that. Oh, okay. That's kind of funny. I wonder how that happened. So, something got stuck someplace. Okay. So let's go back here. All right. Well, let's see. On our fire. Okay. So we have a set on click for adding cards. First of all, where am I going to put the functionality? So to save all the cards, I definitely put that in the board body. So we're going to add that. So we have a make new card, and I want to set a function that we're going to call defun. Okay, save board. Right? Makes sense. Save board. Okay, and of course this will be our panel. And what we're going to have to do is, well, get our collection of cards. Except we have no collection of cards. See, up until now, we've been creating the cards on the window, but we haven't really given any thought to how we're going to collect them in memory. So to do that, I think what we need to do is basically we need some kind of hash or something that we can stick them all into as we create them. So let's go with our file create add card, right? And let's do this. Okay. So yeah, so I think we can make a hash that will basically contain our cards, and then we'll be able to feed our panel and also our card hash. Right, that will do that. Okay, Yeah, I think that's the answer. Okay, and then we load them back. That will not be a problem, but we're going to need access to that hash in order to put them back. And okay, fine, we can return a hash. Okay, yeah, I think we're okay. Okay, so that's fun, right? Load board, right? And in this case, the panel, right? And that's going to be okay. So we're going to end up. We're going to return a hash here. Okay. Okay. I realize I need one more function also, and that is the ability to be able, I believe, to delete board, right? Load board, delete board. I think we need that also. We need the capability to be able to clean off everything that's on the actual board itself, and that's definitely going to be needed. Okay. Perfect. Save. Okay. Delete board, and if that's the case, when we load the board, we're going to want to have the card hash available to us as well, because what happens is, if when I get the card hash, it's going to have all the old stuff, so we'll be able to pass that to our delete board. So that's also going to need this. In fact, it's enough so that what I'm looking at here. So here's the thing. So far, everything we're adding to this panel, right? We have this card hash that belongs to the panel. There's really no reason for us to put the hash anyplace else other than on the actual board itself. So that's where we're going to end up putting it, basically. Originally, I was thinking about something else. Okay. Second here. It was because we had that bug before. Okay. Okay. So what's that? Card hash. Perfect. Okay. So that will take care of that. So that's basically in a place where we can store the cards. And if that's the case, we probably can even store whenever we add a card to our make card, which of course knows our panel, right? So let's go back to our panel for a moment. Let's take a look at our make card. Let's make sure. Okay, so our board body. Okay, so our make card also has the panel, right? Yeah, perfect. So we should basically be able to add in here to our hash. Okay, so what that also means is we should start off anything new with an existing hash. So let's actually go that. Actually, let's go back to the board. Okay, so if we go back to our new slot, okay, let's finish this off now. So let's do this. So card hash, okay, accessor, okay, and okay, accessor, card hash. Add our code right in here. Make hash, and we'll do test. P. I think with that, we have what I need. Alright, let's go ahead and save that. Okay. Make hash undefined. so if that's the case, so no, sorry, make hash table.
I'll put this in the fridge if you want.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm wondering what this is like.
Come on. Okay, perfect. Okay, good. So with that, we're good. Perfect. Good. Okay, so now we have our hash in there. All right. What's this? What's this? Okay, and let's go back now into our piece. Okay. All right, so what we're gonna do is we'll actually go ahead and add the card in the make new card. I think that's the best option there. Huh? Okay, so what we'll do basically is get hash, and we're going to use card as our actual key, and oh no, card ID. We're gonna use the card ID. Card ID, right? Okay, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Card ID, and we're gonna use the our new card hash for the card. Oh, actually, I forgot the other card here. Okay, good, and the actual card. Perfect. Okay, so that will do that. Okay. Okay, and the card, experimenting before, some stuff like this. So the card basically that will be returned as well. Okay, and then let's go ahead and follow the form. Good to go. And let's see something. So then we need to do basically is our save and load, right? So to save, right? We don't need to. Okay, we're not going to need to store the card hash. Okay, because that's going to be unnecessary. That's actually part of our panel now, so we can get rid of that. So let's get rid of card hash on all of these actually. Okay. So, and then what we're going to do is we're going to do two. First of all, we're going to have to get a file where we're going to store our information. Actually, yeah. So let's go ahead and do like this. So first of all, file. Oh, sorry, system. That's what it's system. No. What was it? It was server file dialog. There you go. Okay, so server file dialog and panel and title save board. Okay, and the initial directory. Okay, and let's go here now. Lambda. Result. Okay. Okay. So let's do this. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to write this out to a right. And we're going to write the object we're going to create now. We'll get back to that, and we're going to save it to the stream. Oh, I forgot to start my stream. Sorry. So, okay, open. Okay, with open file. With open file. All right, and we're going to use stream result direction. Okay, output. Okay, and
not a problem.
If exists. Okay, and we're going to use what was it called? Why am I forgetting? Let's see, where's my last? Okay. Supersede, that was it. Okay. That's probably get busy with everything else. I'm trying to do this in between. Supersede. Okay, perfect. Okay, good. With open. All right. Good. Done. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let me just save this. All right, 1 sec. Okay, let's go ahead now and create our, let's call this basically, let's see, our out stuff. Okay, and what we'll do is we're going to do a map hash. Right, of, and we're going to do lambda, okay, v. So let's do this. So map hash. Okay. So map hash. There goes function. This is there. Hash table. Okay. All right. So okay. First declare. Ignore the keys. We don't need the key for anything. Okay. So we'll not take that. Worry about it. And then we're going to go ahead and push the value. Okay, perfect. Okay. And all right. So that should be this. Okay. Fine. Okay, let's go back here. I'm going to put our card hash. Card. Perfect. Good. Good. Oh, it looks kind of weird. Okay. Well, there's certain things I like about Emacs. It's just formatting is nice. Okay. So let's do that. Fine. Okay. Done. Okay. So that. Oh, wait a minute. We gotta actually write that out to the file, right? So there we go. Okay. So now that we have. Oh, that's just going to be part of our let. So we're going to need that here. Okay, so write out to our stream F. Okay. Good. Okay, so let's go ahead and save that. Okay, now let's. I like testing stuff right away. So let's actually go right away. Let's add another function here, another button like we did last time. We'll have to work in a future episode soon about getting us a nicer interface. But let's start with this. Okay, so no, we want it afterwards. Yeah, let's do it afterwards. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Set. Click. Create card. Create. No. Oh, on our board. Yeah, so we're fine. Okay, good. So we're gonna do create button. Create button. Right, and we're gonna stick it into the actual board frame. Our button. Right, and content. Save cards. Right, so this way it doesn't confuse anything. Save board. Okay. Done. Good, and let's give our lambda. Lambda. J. Okay. Okay, we're not going to use that for anything, so declare. Ignore. going to do here is we're going to use our new function that we just created, save board, right? So save board, and you know what? Let's just make sure this is an evaluate form. Yeah, it wasn't coming up before, so that means it wasn't compiling right. Let's fix this up. So undefined variables card output. Let's take a look here. I certainly messed something up here. Okay, let's see what happens. Result out. Okay, push out card hash, not card. So that's for the card hash is going to be on the panel, right? Not on the card. And it's actually on our board. And card hash. So why? 1 second. That's fine. Card hash. Why card hash? What's going on with that? Oh, the card hash. Right. That's going to be it's board hash. No, or card hash. What do I call it? Okay. So this was on cardboard. What has a card hash? Right. Okay. Fine. So we're fine. All right. The card hash. Card and output. That was the other thing to look at. Okay, so card F, valid stream out. Where was the output? Direction output. There we go. Okay, evaluate form. Done. Okay, so there we go. And let's actually do this as well for here. Evaluate form. That's fine. Okay, and let's do the same thing for the delete. That's why I wasn't seeing it in our drop-down menus before. Okay, so we have all three functions loaded in and save board, which compiled. Okay, so let's go here to our card file. Oh, card file. I guess we can get rid of this for now. Like this, and when we use our card plunger file, there we go. Same thing. Yes, I messed something up. Anyway, let's get rid of this and then we'll get rid of that. Okay. So save board. Okay. Save board. There we go. Now where we want to be. Okay, so I want to save the actual board. So I can done. Okay. And in fact, since we've now already started this out, let's finish up with our other part of the interface and add another save board, and let's do this as load board. Okay, and go, and actually one more. This can be clear board, right? All right. Okay. So load board. Clear board, and delete board. Okay. Delete. Let's keep the names consistent. You can change anything, of course, later. Okay, perfect. Okay, so form. All is good. Excellent. Okay. Let's save everything. Make sure. Okay, I don't know what changed over there, but that's for sure. This is the latest stuff is here. Okay, let's run. Let's see how it looks. Perfect. Add card. Okay. Let's see here. Card hash. Okay, I have to take a look and see why that's the case. Actually, why did that even come up here? Okay, let's go back to here. The card hash is part of the board, right? And which is here. Card hash, save, run. Okay, so that's in there. Right, because we basically what it did is went ahead and ran the cardboard itself again, so this way this would get compiled. It says a card hash in here, right? So all that should be fine. So I'm not really sure what we're talking about there. So let's see here. I didn't do save, so let's try one more time. Let's see if we can identify what's going on here. New free window. I want to add a card. Right, same error. So what's going on here? Plunger index card. Okay, well let's see if we can figure that out. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's take a look at the code. All right. Oop. Wrong thing. V.
That's exactly where the stud is. Oh, sweet. Yeah. Then you put a little mark on there, and that's where the stud is.
Okay, let's make my error again because something like this is wrong. So let's do here. V. Okay. And card. 1 second. So get hash. Get plunger card. Where is this? This is in my make. Oh, I know what happened. Oh yeah, we're adding it there. So what was the problem? Okay. All right. Well, again, so I'm speaking to myself here, forgetting I'm recording, but basically what we need to do is see why the cases that were what's going on over here. Okay, so at least we know what the problem is. Let's abort this. Okay, go ahead. All right, so let's go back to our code. So basically our new hash here, right? Card ID card. The card hash of the card, and that's my panel. That's what's going on. We're using the wrong. The card is on the panel. It's not on the card. The cards are the cards that are being created. Card ID belongs there. Card hash. Okay, fine. Perfect. Okay. Good to go. Okay, evaluate form. All right, and okay, let's go ahead and for window, add card. All right, and no errors being created. So okay, we're in much better shape now. So let's get rid of this. Okay, fine. Perfect. Okay, add card. We're good. Okay, now we're in good shape. Okay, and in fact, we can even try out our save. Right. So test. Let's make a difference called cards, right? And let's go ahead now and take a look. Let's actually do this. Okay, and let's look at our actual tests. Cards. Aha. So we are displaying the object. You know what? This is very simple. We forgot. I forgot. You didn't forget. You probably screaming at the screen saying what I did wrong. I went ahead here and I pushed onto my stack here of things to add to that file, and I probably did not remember to do get card data. And that will be that. Okay, so let's go back here, right? And let's start again just to make sure we start with clean code. Okay, add card 1, 2, save the board, right? Cards. Okay, no, wrong window. Okay, whatever it was. I don't know what I did with that window. Okay, so let's do more test cards. Oh, still doing that. Did I compile it? Oh, well, I obviously did not, or I would have known that I made a mistake. Get card data. Fine. Set of card get data. Oh, there you go. Just get rid of the out. So Sorry, on the value. Okay, that will do it. Okay, that'll get our card data. Evaluate form. What's going on here? Oh, it's on the key, not the value. No, that's right. I want to push onto our place. Our place is not here. That's why. Okay. Value. And their place is the out. That's my problem. Okay. Save it. Evaluate form. Okay, great. Alright, I'm not embarrassed to show my problems. Let's see where we're going now. Alright. I don't know if this will work. Let me see. If I'm using old code or not. Alright. There we go. Okay. Bingo. We are in business. Okay, so we basically have a great, fantastic save. So now we just have to work on the load. Okay, go back to here, and let's start working on our load. Okay, so now let's go ahead and add our load. Okay, let's do the same. Let's do this. Okay, serial file with open. Okay, let's start with that. All right. So there we go. And load board. Okay. And if we have result, then we're going to need to load in result, direction, input. Actually, let's get rid of all this. Input. Okay. Good. And let's do. Okay. Let's grab our file. Okay. Oops, I have a little bit of our cards. Okay, and let's get them out of our read. Read. Right. Stream. Okay. Alright, so good to go. Okay, we're good. Alright, so now our cards now should contain all of our cards. And then we go ahead now and we should be able to run through our cards. Okay, so do list. Okay, let's see. Okay, cards. Right. Okay. And now that we have our cards one by one, we should be able to create them and add them, right? So we can go ahead and let's see, we can do a make new card. Make new card. Okay, and for the panel, we'll write the panel we're using. And 1 second, let's actually go here. I just realized we're going to need to grab the card that we get. Make new card. And actually, let's do set card data. Right, and on the card that we just created. And we can add the data is going to be our card data. Right, and that should do it. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's first of all let's save this and evaluate the form. Great. Okay. So now we should be able to go back to here. Let's open up another window. Oops, wrong window. New free win. Okay, perfect. Load board. Let's get our cards. Haha! Fantastic. First shot. Okay, great. All right, so we've got our load, we've got our save. And of course, there is a problem with the load, and that is what happens if we try and load again, right? So if we move this back, we can actually put on top of each other. That may actually be you know what? I'm not so sure that's a bad feature. And probably what we should do, at least for now, right? And probably what we should do then is we should use our little feature that we added before, which was to add the ability to not overwrite the card IDs. This way, everything they become all brand new card IDs. Let's actually, should I leave it or not? Okay, replace card ID is true. Let's you know what, for right now, replace card ID. Some of these things we're gonna have to rethink through as we do this. So replace card ID. No. Okay. All right. So we'll do that. Okay. Save. Evaluate form. Okay. All right. Now, the other thing you want to add. So the idea that basically the idea is going to allow us to, every time we add cards, it'll be brand new cards. So we're just adding new cards to the window. We're not reusing the old cards. And you'll see, the reason we think is what we decide to do globally. If we have like one master file of all the cards and we go through them, or does each window have its own set of cards? And so right now, each window has its own set of cards anyway, so we'll go with that. Okay, and delete. So we definitely want to have the ability to delete all of our cards if we should so choose. So to do that, we're going to use our little map hash again function, and we're going to go ahead and make lambda right kv right. Again, I don't need the declare ignore right. I'm not going to be using the key for anything, so we'll go with that. Okay, then what I'm going to do is with each one of them, I'm going to go ahead and delete. Let's see, what was that function called? Wrong thing. Here we go. Card body. What was it called? Unload on delete card. We just hide that. Okay, so we want to. Actually, we don't really need to emulate. We don't have to do that because we're just deleting now. So let's actually do this. We can use delete. Not wrong delete. Which was destroy. Destroy. Okay, clog element. Perfect. So we can actually just destroy the cards. That should work fine. So let's do this. So V is going to give us the actual value. So let's go card V. That's our actually object. Okay, so let's go one by one and we'll delete them. Card hash. Okay, from the panel. Good. Okay, so now once we've actually gone through and deleted each card, right, then we can go ahead now and let's clear the actual hash itself, right? So what was it? Is there a clear hash? What was it called? Hash. Okay, I think Q second. Okay, clear. There's clear hash. Okay, card hash. Panel. Good. Done. Evaluate the form. Perfect. Okay, so let's go back here and delete board. What happened here? Well, I'm not going to put too much stock into this. Let's start a brand new one. Let's see. File, new free window. Okay, add card. Add card. Delete board. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, you know what? Because I was originally keeping the old IEDs around, that may have actually created some issues as far as loading and saving the hash and everything. Okay, let's test loading our card, delete board. Ah, there you go. So something happened there. We're gonna have to look at why that happens. Okay. Okay. All right. Perfect. I'll tell you what, I'm not gonna have time today to do more. I think, if I can, I will. But that's great. So we got to add, save, load, and delete. So tomorrow or later, I'll see about. We'll go ahead and edit this out, find out what's going on, why this one is sticking around, and start the next part of our project. And I think actually this actually gives us all the functionalities that we had actually put in our original specs, and it's ready for us to start building out some cool stuff for the CLOG Builder.